Hello, welcome back to Chat About It, Don't Chat About It with me, Rachel, the Queen of the Woke, as crowned by one of my haters. Who would have thought? Van Gogh, or Van Gogh, depending on where you're from, is a genius. It is Keep It Positive today, but first of all, seeing as we're talking about Van Gogh in this one, I just want to highlight something that, well, made headlines this week. And it is good news in a way. Let's have a look. Just Stop Oil, breaking 3 years, 8 months combined in prison for throwing soup. These are the two activists that threw soup over a very famous Van Gogh painting, his sunflower painting. So that's good, positive news in many respects. They committed a crime for their beliefs and they have gone to prison for it. Just Stop Oil made a full press release. Of course they did, because they had to cover it. Now, this is linked below because I've not kept in the full article for this one. Sent down for throwing soup, the judge turns state repression into an art form. Two Just Stop Oil supporters who threw tomato soup over Van Gogh's sunflowers have been sentenced to prison terms of up to 2 years by the judge in Southwark Crown Court today. Well, this was the other day, the 27th of September. Phoebe was jailed for 2 years for soup throwing plus 3 months for a S7 offence, while Anna received a prison sentence of 20 months. They are also subject to 3-year criminal behaviour orders and are expected to serve at least half of their sentences in custody. And I would say that I actually think that they should also be taking a course in learning how to restore valuable paintings. In his sentencing remarks, the judge said your culpability is level A. You did a reconnaissance and planning and talked to a journalist. Your harm is at category 1, which means extreme harm to society. He indicated that conscience was not mitigating factor and that the action you took was extreme, disproportionate, and criminally idiotic given the risks involved. There is nothing peaceful or non-violent about throwing soup. Throwing soup in someone's face is violent. He addressed Phoebe. You think your beliefs entitle you to do anything. I was treated to a lengthy exposition to your political views. The suggestion that you and others like you in a democracy are political prisoners is ludicrous, offensive, and idiotic. You have no remorse and you are proud. Addressing Anna, he said, what you have done has had a substantial impact on your family. You're a good student. I've anxiously considered all of this. I've not actually pulled the entire article into this video. I don't always do that, as you know. Please do go and check it out. It is linked below with everything else in that article. But I did pull out this specific quote, as the nation grapples with these immediate consequences of climate change, those advocating for urgent action are being silenced and imprisoned. Over 63,000 people, including 10 UK members of parliament, have signed a petition demanding an end to the imprisonment of non-violent protesters. Now, I've made a video on Just Stop Oil before. This is like ages ago that I did this. And like in many respects, there are a lot of things that I agree with their cause. I just don't agree with their methods. Their methods are the wrong way about it. And these people that are being silenced and imprisoned, these people are causing disruption, major disruption. They say it's nonviolent, yeah. Okay, so it may be nonviolent because you might not actually be smacking someone around, but at the same time, what you are doing is an indirect form of violence in a way, I guess you could say. I mean, vandalism isn't technically violence, but it does actually cause problems for other people. Gluing yourself to the road, it actually stopping cars, all of that is creating problems within the atmosphere. You are disrupting people's lives. It's all a form of like indirect violence in many respects, and it should not be condoned. You're advocating for them to actually end the imprisonment of non-violent protesters, and yeah, okay, they may be non-violent, but still not okay to go around and commit other criminal acts. Those still will get you sentences. Those still will get you punishments. That's the way it works. You are not above the law for just because of your views. So this article was published several days ago now, but I actually found something that I'm just about to show you, which is really the main point of this episode. Van Gogh is a genius, according to the Good News Network. This is great irony. You know, you take out a painting, but then we find out that aside from being an artistic genius, he may very well be a night sky genius as well. Van Gogh's painting Starry Night is scientifically accurate, says news study. It's probably fair to say that Starry Night is the second most famous painting ever made behind the Mona Lisa, but what its many admirers likely do not know is that its famous swelling skies are alive with real-world physics. Van Gogh's brushstrokes create an illusion of sky movement so convincing it led to atmospheric scientists specializing in marine and fluid dynamics in China and France to wonder how closely it aligns with the physics of real skies. They explain that while the atmospheric motion in the painting cannot be measured, the brushstrokes can act as a stand-in. And after measuring the relative scale and spacing of the whirling strokes, the researchers say Van Gogh accurately captures cascading energy. They discovered what they described as hidden turbulence in the painter's depiction of the sky. The scale of the paint strokes played a crucial role in this discovery, said study author Dr. Huang Yongxiang. I think I've said that correctly. I'm not sure. I really do apologize if I haven't. With a high resolution digital picture, we were able to measure precisely the typical size of the brushstrokes and compare these to the scales expected from turbulence theories. To reveal hidden turbulence, the research team used brushstrokes in the painting like leaves swirling in a funnel of wind to examine the shape, energy, and scaling of atmospheric characteristics of the otherwise invisible atmosphere. They then used the relative brightness or luminance of the varying paint colors as a stand-in for kinetic energy of physical movement. It reveals a deep and intuitive understanding of natural phenomena, said Dr. Huang. Van Gogh's precise representation of turbulence might be from studying the movement of clouds and the atmosphere, or an innate sense of how to capture the dynamism of the sky. The study published in the Journal of Physics of Fluids analyzed the spatial scale of the painting's 14 main whirling shapes to find out if they align with the cascading energy theory that describes the kinetic energy transfer from large to small scale turbulent flows in the atmosphere. They discovered the overall pictures align with Kolmogorov's law, which predicts atmospheric movement and scale according to measured inertial energy. Drilling down to the microcosm within the paint strokes themselves, where relative brightness is diffused throughout the canvas, the research team also discovered an alignment with Bachelor scaling, which describes energy laws in small-scale passive scalar turbulence following the atmospheric movement. They said finding both scalings in one atmospheric system is rare, and it was a big driver for their research. So what do you know? Van Gogh is not only a painting genius, he is a night sky genius as well. Let me know what you think. Chat about it, don't shout about it. Like and subscribe. I will be back on Sunday at 4 p.m. Tomorrow will be Capture My Face, and then Saturday there will be a new poll going live for you. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.